welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you a quick kind of how to play and full playthrough of Soul Raiders. This game is not actually out yet. This is a prototype of the game, so what you would be purchasing through the Kickstarter will be different, slightly different probably than this version. This is a work in progress, so they wanted to preview a short overview of the actual game without giving away the main story when the actual game comes out. So this one is only 9 locations, whereas the main game, the actual game, will have 40 locations. And that comes out on Kickstarter July 7th. So we're doing this to give everyone a preview. And so there's the rule book is here, and the back of the book is very important. It has all the symbols and everything that you will see throughout the game, what they mean. It's a really good, I will say, even though this is a prototype, and some of this doesn't apply to the prologue because the main game is much beefier. It's a really well-written rule book. It has a table of contents, so when the game comes out, they've put a lot of thought into it, and I can tell that it's going to be a great game. And we did have to ask a few questions from the developer because we wanted to make sure that we're playing it right, and I hope we've got it right. I'm pretty sure we do. But again, the game will be slightly different probably anyway the one that you would purchase from Kickstarter. So instead of our normal where we show you how to play a little bit and then play, we're going to teach you as we play because there's a lot to this game. It's a ever-evolving story, so things are always changing. And where some things stay the same, like the certain symbols on the cards, but we could still show you that as we go. So you start out, you have your location cards. There's 9 of them. They have 2 sides to each location, an A side and a B side. You always start out on the A side. Well, don't show them the sides. We're not supposed to see them. You start out on the A side of each one, and the story kind of leads you to which location you bring out. You're supposed to keep the victory conditions on top so you're not spoiling the game for yourself to see what comes next. Because a big part of it is to get the main goal and the secondary goal. And you could see here, based on how many players, we only have enough for a 2-player game in the prologue. So for 2 players, you can play a 1-player game. It's 1 to 4. We need to get a main goal and a secondary goal. The main goal is represented by the red star, and the secondary goal is represented by a black star. And you will find those, they were on the story cards, correct?
Yes.
When you reveal certain story cards. When we were doing our practice, we did not win. It's a cooperative game.
We came close.
We got pretty close, actually, but it's very tough because the monsters just come at you. It's meant to be tough, but in the actual game, you don't actually have to win completely to move on. Because I think if you get just the main goal, that's considered. I forget what they call it, but I forget the terminology. Oh, partial victory, tinged with bitterness. That is not in the prologue, but there is that in the actual game. There is that option. In this one, you either complete it or you don't. So I'll go over really quick the setup, and then we'll get started. So you have your main board. You have your story cards. These are your special monster cards. They have numbers on the back. Again, the story will tell you when to pull certain story cards or monster cards. These are the event cards, 1 and 2. They alter the game in certain ways. These are your heroic cards. You purchase these with the heroic tokens. And you purchase basically, you start out with them in numerical order. Mine are all 3s and a 5. Anthony's are 3, 3, 4, 5. So you could purchase the top one for 3 tokens. But if you don't want that one and you want to go purchase the next one, you would basically, this one costs 1, that one costs 1 additional, and 1 additional to get those. You start out with 0. We just have them sitting here so we can easily reach them. And what these are, they give you special abilities. These are added to your deck permanently. So when you're playing the actual game, it's a deck building game in a sense. So you add these to your deck permanently, so in future chapters you will have these cards. Like this one gives you, this symbol is a combat card, and it gives you +3 combat. This one is a movement card, and you multiply your movements ×2. This one is a single use, it's called Fury, and it's temporary, so all your movement bonuses are also combat bonuses. And this one is a combat card, and it says +2 times each enemy. So those are ones you can purchase when you gain those heroic tokens. Here's your standee. You have an invisible and a non-invisible one. You have spell cards in your deck that allow you to become invisible. You can always reverse that, but it doesn't, once you do, you can't activate the invisibility again without having the card. So that makes it to where when you're on locations, the monsters can't see you, so they can't attack you. But you also can't get certain benefits. Like when you go on a location, there's a first entrant action. If you're the first one there and you're invisible, you're considered not to be the first one there. The next person that comes in that is not invisible will do the first entrant action. This is one called the exhaustion tracker. So basically you start at 4, which means you have 4 cards in your hand each round. As this goes down, you notice you'll get less and less cards. It's 3, then 2, and then here, that's the end of the game if it reaches there. They are the way this goes down, you start at 15, they call it Vitae. I think I'm pronouncing it right, Vitae. It's basically your health. When this goes down to 30, then that goes down by 1. When you go back all the way around the board, this goes down by 1 again. So you want to, and it's going to go down. So you're trying to win the game before all this happens. This is your threat level meter. It starts at 0. There will be cards throughout that tell you to raise your threat level. Once you start up here, you will then start applying these negative effects during the reaction phase, which I'll go over the phases in a minute. And this will just constantly climb. And if that gets up to the end before you reach your goals, the game is also over. The way you win the game is to complete both the main and the secondary goal of obtaining those 2 cards with the red star and the black star. And you'll be basically going location to location and just trying to find them through the story cards that you're allowed to get by eventually getting there. These are portals. You have spell cards that allow you to place a portal. In the main game, you can have up to 6 total on all locations, but they only supplied us with 2, so I'm assuming in the prologue we can only have 2 portals total, which kind of makes sense since there's only 9 locations and there's 40 locations in the actual game. So if you put 1 portal on one location and Anthony or myself puts a portal on a different location, you can go through that portal without using any actions, and the monsters cannot follow you. There are certain monsters that have a icon on them that says they pursue you. And let me find it. Not the Guardian.
Found right there.
Pursuit. I don't know if I can really show you that symbol, but it's the pursuit symbol. If a monster has that on their card, they will follow you unless there's 2 different colored arrows. They won't follow you if you're going through the portal. They can't follow you if you're invisible. Or if you take your action on a green arrow, they cannot follow you. If it's the neutral arrow, they can follow you. Let's see if I've covered. Then you have these are other tokens. There's the hourglass token. This is a poison token. There's more tokens in the actual game. I think there is fear. And what were the other tokens? I can't remember the other tokens because we didn't use those, but let me see if I wrote it down. Fracture, fear, or poison. These go on the bottom of your player board. If that's inflicted on you, it stays there till the end of the game, and it affects you during the reaction phase. You lose 1 vitae for each of the tokens that's down here, but we only have 1 in the game, so I'm assuming there's only 1 poison token that's inflicted. These are the hits, basically, to the monsters. They cover their shields. If they only have 1 shield, they die. If they have more than 1 shield, you cover the furthest left shield first. That's the one you target, and then you keep going until you can't kill a monster in 1 hit if they have more than 1 shield. Let me show you. See, this one has 1 shield. So if you hit it for 2 or more, you've killed that monster. This one has 2 shields. So you would have to target the shield with a 5 on it first. Then if you are able to hit it for the 5 points, you would cover that shield with the little skull token, and it's still alive. It has 1 shield left. On a different action, different combat, you can then attempt that shield. You have to kill both shields, and there are monsters that have 3 shields. I think those are in the special monsters. And I think I covered all the setup. We have our hero deck and our player cards. Here are our additional bonuses. Let me see what these little icons mean. This is precision. This is persuasion. So I have +3 that if anything requires precision, I have +3 and +1 for persuasion. He has +3 for strength and +1 for precision. And I'm guessing the other 2 player boards have the others that weren't included. And then you just, to begin the game, you draw 4 cards from your deck. And you just, as you play them, you discard them. You're only able to have, at the beginning of the game, 4 cards, but as your, I keep forgetting what this, exhaustion tracker goes down, you have less and less cards. So the way to keep your good cards, if you can't play them right then, this is your reserve area. You can put it in reserve and keep it for later. If you decide to play that later, you would just have to discard a card in your discard and put that one in your hand. Because you can't have more than the cards you started with. The way that each round ends is when everyone's out of cards. So if you don't have anything else you can play, you can either put it in your reserve, but you can only have 3 total in your reserve, or you can just discard them to make the round end. Because there are times when you'll have a card that you just can't play, so you need the round end so you can move on. So they supplied us with this introduction, and then forgot to mention this, at the end of the game, you read the victory card or the defeat side based on how the game ended for you. That kind of tells you what happens next. But the introduction basically tells you, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says, Soul Raider, such a deceptively simple name for everything you will become, the fights you will be called on to lead, all the magical power you will wield. Okay, and it says, so basically it's just telling you the story, and it tells you right here, basically you've spotted some goblins, and we're soul raiders, so you're waiting for the right moment to move closer. Either you climb into the deserted main courtyard, you reveal location 1 and place your hero in it, or you go around the fortress to get a closer look at the creatures lurking there. You can reveal location 9 and place your hero there. Flip this card over to reveal location 0. So this is the first location. There's nothing on it. You don't really do anything there. It's just, that's where it all begins.
Location 1.
So we're going to start with location 1. So we choose who goes first. There's no turns here. You're playing cooperatively. I mean, no, you keep that on top. Always keep it on top of the locations.
Oh, okay.
on top
Oh,
to
yeah.
hide them. There's no turns. You're playing cooperatively, but you cannot show each other your cards. You can basically just say, I can assist with that, or I can, but you can't show each other your cards. But you're not really going at the same time, but you're both doing actions, and you're not really just waiting for the other person to really go to take your turn. So that's the first location. It's location 1. You can see there's a green arrow. That's the one I was talking about. They cannot follow you. You have to have 4 move actions. So that means you have to have a card. I don't have a movement card, but you have to have a movement card.
Similar to this one.
Similar to this one with that icon that has a 4. Or adds up to 4. There's ones that have, like this one is +2. And it includes this card. It's +2 for each action card. So that would be 3 + 2. So that's technically a 5. So if you have that card, you would have enough moves to go here or here. But if there's any monsters there that have the pursuit icon, they can follow you. If you take this arrow, that means you're going to location 2. There, you're going to location 7. You could also do this scripted scroll. So on your turn, there's 4 actions you can do. You can move. You can do the scripted scroll. You can do combat if there's monsters revealed. You can, or you can do a spell. So the scripted one says, take a quick glance through the door on the left. So you would need 3 of the, if you have it on your player board, of observation. That wouldn't cost you anything, or you can use any of your cards. You go by the number. You just spend one of your cards that have a 3 or more to make up for the 3 that you don't have in the observation. So you would be able to reveal story card 1 if you go there. There's also, you would need 8 moves to go to location 9. And then this right here is during the reaction phase. That's after the round is over, when we did all of our moves, can't play any more cards. Any orange icon at the bottom of the card, location card, that means that's a random monster. And that's what orange means. It's revealed during the reaction phase. So we have to pull a random monster and put it at that location. There was no reveal or first entrant effect here. That would be right here. But it says if any hero, whether or not they are present in this location, has the story card 15, you flip this to side B. So when someone obtains the 15 story card, we have to flip that one to side B. So you can see how it just leads you through the story. So we're going to get started. And which one's okay? And if I wanted, I could go, I don't have to go on location 1. I could actually go to location 9 if I wanted. You don't have to be on the same location. We get to choose here in the beginning. So what are you doing?
I'm going to do the observation.
Okay, so he's going to spend a card that's 3 moves. And he's going to take a quick look through the door and get story card 1. So these cards are good and bad.
Okay, you hear 2 high-pitched voices arguing about something, followed by the sound of a struggle. The thief seems to have noticed your presence because he bounced out of your line of sight. You beat a hasty retreat to plan your next move. Keep this card until the end of the game.
Okay, so that one didn't do anything but put it right here. So Anthony's keeping this one till the end of the game, because this will come into play later when it tells you to keep them. There'll be a location later that says if someone possesses story card 1, do this. So, so I'm going to I don't have any moves.
Well, if you have attacks, you can save your attacks for when the creature comes out, so we won't have to battle it if we ever have to come back
I'll
to
have to
one.
put that in my reserve. I can do a portal. Like, all my cards are for later. So, I'm going to put that in my reserve. And I'm going to discard these because there's nothing I can do. Okay.
So I'm going to go to 2.
Okay. So he's going here to this green arrow. That opens up location 2. And
Here, I should.
does it have a first entrant action?
Yeah, if a hero, whether or not they are present in this location, has 1 flip this card to a side B.
And this is the first hero action right here. And is that red? What color is that monster?
Red.
So red means it applies to the first entrance or all entrants if it has all heroes symbol, but it does not. So it only applies to the first entrant, and we have to get monster 1 because it has a 1 on it.
I have to flip this to side B because
because he has the
1.
Oh, so then we have to also pull, because it's side B, a random monster. Ooh. And let's see what that symbol is for first entrant. The enemies present in this location attack immediately. So they're going to attack us right away. The way they attack, each shield they have counts as 1 heart. And this one has, I think, the rage symbol. Is that the rage symbol? Yes.
Pin these down for the camera.
This one's the rage, which means the shields are doubled. So, right off the bat, and this symbol on that monster is, it must be eliminated first in combat. So, instead of 3, we're getting hit for 6 right off the bat. So, we need to try to kill those, or I can't do anything because I'm not in that location. They're going to hit us again during the reaction phase. So, it's going to be double whammy.
Okay, so I'm going to kill this one with a 2+1 action. So it kills this one and allows me to get story 3. You grab story 3.
Mm-hmm.
I also get one of these tokens.
Hero tokens.
And so.
And then you just discard that from the game when you're done with it.
All right. And so we'll read the next one. As you raise your arm to strike the final blow, the large, what's that? Velvety spider perched on the goblin's shoulder jumps on you and pierces your skin with its vicious fangs. Place a poison token on your hero board. Discard this card.
So there's a poison token. That will also take 1 health from us every reaction phase. So we're already at a loss. And I will tell you, this game goes very differently because depending on where it's kind of like choose your action type game. It's always different because the path you choose determines what happens to you. So we had a lot easier time in the beginning last time, but maybe getting it over early, maybe it'll be better. Okay, so I can't do anything.
I can't do anything.
Okay, so this round is over. So now we move to the reaction phase, and our threat level is at 0, so nothing happens there. We then apply the reaction cards of where they were present. I'm present here, so that means a random monster is placed. Oh, and it wasn't a monster, it's increase your threat level card. So that goes up by 1. So actually now we do have our threat level. This number 2 represents how many? So this is for that symbol. Let's see, tell you what it's actually called. I think that's the stress.
If you hear loud noises, like screaming or something, we have a neighbor that's having some party. at their house. So
I'm going to see if I can tell them what that's called.
wait, time out.
This, I think that's stress, and I saw it earlier. Just want to.
Well, the key component is just showing what it does.
Yeah, you lose as much vitality or vitae as a number in your threat level. So we lose 2 for this and 2 for that one. I believe we're understanding that right. So we go down 4, and we have to pick a random monster, and we choose which location it goes on. I'll put it on this one since we already have a monster here. And we also, for each poison token, we go down 1, and the enemies on every location that has a hero on it, they also attack. So this one attacks for 1, and that's another reason I put it on that location versus this location, because this guy's got the rage token. He would make every monster on that location hit for double. So this one's hit us for 2. We're already about ready to go down on our exhaustion tracker. They hit us hard that first round. Okay, so we get 4 cards for next time.
Okay. So you already did the reaction, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to place a portal on 2. And I'm going to kill this character. Well, actually, I'm going to hit it for 6.
I have no movement cards again.
So
I can't go anywhere. That's the part problem I had last time. I didn't have movement cards, so I was kind of stuck where I was.
and that's all I could do.
So I can at least kill that one. So I've killed him. There'll be another one that comes out because I'm stuck there. Let me see. Yeah, I can't do anything. So I'm going to discard that and put this in my reserve. And I'm just going to discard down because I can't do anything.
Okay, so I'm going to put this in my reserve.
Okay, so we're now back to the reaction phase. I'm kind of stuck again until I get a movement card. So we get a random monster here that recurs every time until I leave that location. So we don't move our threat level unless something says to, but we go down 4 more with this, and then we pull a random monster and choose a location. I'm going to put it here. We go down 1 for his poison. We pass 30, so our exhaustion level goes down by 1. And we only get to draw 3 cards this time. And let's see. And the monsters attack us. Is that? Yep. The monsters attack us. So this one only has 1 shield left, but it's got the rage on it, so we go down by 2. These are 2 shields. And those monsters have... That one's got to be killed first. And Guardian. It prevents an engaged hero from fleeing until... Oh, I can't leave until this guy's defeated. Okay, so... I moved them... Yeah, I moved... Did I move it down for those 2 guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to obtain one of my cards. So, get rid of that one. And I'm going to instant inflict 1 wound on all enemies with a combat value of 4 or less. And so he has 4 and his shield. So I defeat him. Right there's the 4.
Oh, and you get a hero token.
Yep. So I have 2 of them now. And what are you doing?
Of course, I cannot attack this time.
You can move.
I can't leave until I kill this guy. I think I put some. Okay. I'm gonna have to discard and pull these out of my reserve. I'm gonna put that move in my reserve. Actually.
Don't you need it? After your.
Well, that in my reserve. I think you have to discard. I don't think you can put them in your reserve. I don't think you can switch them. You have to discard.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay, that stinks. Okay, so I'm going to hit that one guy. I have to kill him first. He's dead. Then I'm going to hit the next guy. He's dead. And then I can move 5. Do I want to go? No. Do I want to go to 7 or 9? No. Shh. He hears the people partying. Which one would you pick? 7 or 9?
7.
Okay. So I'm going to go for location 7. And let's see. You surprise a goblin who is dozing on a straw mattress. There's no first entrant action. I can interrogate the goblin if I have a 4 or 4 persuasion. I can use that 1 persuasion and a card for 3. I can go to 9 from this location or location 1. And during the reaction phase, this flips over to side B. So I go over here. I actually can't do anything at this point because I don't have any cards.
Okay, so these are my cards right here. So I'm going to move to 8.
Okay.
So
location 8 out.
Did we ever show location 7?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Here's location 8.
And unfortunately, we won't be able to show in the camera all of the locations because of the limit. But
yeah, it's a little table hog. Okay, so
let's look at what the first entrant. So we pull a random monster.
Yep. The staircase leads to the bottom of a deep pit with scalloped masonry walls. Is that ED?
The edifice, abandoned thousands of years ago, is unlike anything you've ever seen.
Yeah, the E needs to
it's cursive, so it's kind of harder to read. It's not really cursive, it's kind of...
Yeah, the E doesn't have anything in the middle. It almost looks like a C.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the monster that's came up on that one. You gotta move your token or your standee over there. Can you do anything?
Temporary all enemies in this location lose their abilities. The spell ends if you leave this location.
What's this ability?
It follows you.
Oh.
So I'm going to use it because...
What's temporary, which means...
Yeah, I'm not going to use it.
The cards, let me tell you what those mean. There's temporary...
Oh, but yeah. All enemies in this location lose their abilities. This spell ends if you leave the location. So yeah, I'm going to use it for now. That way when I leave, it doesn't follow me. All right. Ready for the reaction phase?
Hold on. Let me look that up. Okay, instant means it's discarded as soon as it's played. Temporary, it applies immediately but lasts as most until the next preparation phase, which is where you're drawing your cards. So he would, when he plays that, it's only for 1 round, and persistent applies immediately and lasts until the end of the chapter. So once you discard it, that's when it goes away. You can undo those persistent spells, but you can't reactivate them unless you have come across the card again. Okay, so now we're doing the reaction phase. So there's nothing on mine, luckily, got lucky. But we bring out monster 12 for location 8. Oof.
Oof. There's monster 12.
So, what do we do? So he's a rage, so he's going to double. We will gain a story card and 2 hero tokens when we defeat him. He's on this location.
Yeah, no. I'm not covering. Oh, that is just the 12 one. All right.
Oh, there's nothing on that one. Never mind. So we are hit for 4, 5 for the monsters.
Oh, that's mine. That you moved. You were right here, weren't you?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you moved my character.
Or was I? Oh, yeah, I was here. Sorry. I was here. Okay, and our threat level, we lose 4. You can see how we're going to be down to 2 cards in no time. And we pick a random monster. I'm going to put him on mine.
Yeah, I already have 2 to defeat.
And we lose 1 for his poison token. And now we draw 3 cards.
Yeah, we're losing a lot faster than we did the first game.
Yes, we are.
A lot faster.
Okay. Now I have move, but no attacks. Okay, I do have a spell though. So I'm going to use this spell. It's the lightning bolt. It's instant. I inflict 1 wound on enemies with combat value of 3 or less. So you can see this shield has a 3. This is the lightning. It's a spell. So you can put a wound, which means you're covering its shield. It only has 1 shield. So that monster is dead. Where are you putting them? And I discard that spell card.
Oh, yours has where you could get a story card.
Oh, yeah.
12.
So I can do that now. I actually have a move. So this one.
You just need, 4.
I don't have that.
Oh, actually, you need 3. 3.
Yeah, I don't. That's right there. That's 2 times 2.
Okay.
So I can get story card 12. I'm doing the scripted event. The story cards are how you progress in this game, but they can also, and you can see it has the black star, so we have our secondary goal. We just need to find that red star. The goblin wakes up with a jolt, feeling the cold steel of your blade pressed against his neck. He answers your questions under the pain of imminent death. He claims to be part of the vanguard of a vast army that will arise from the nearest regions, or the nether regions of the abyss, to cleanse this world that has been despoiled by the human race. So the action you have to do the action on them. We have to either reveal card 7 or turn it over to 7B. It says 7B, but if that card hasn't already been revealed, you just pull out the location 7. But since it has, we're going to turn it over 7B, and it says to keep this card until the end of the game. So I'll take my token off for a minute, turn it over, and you could see those are the first entrance events that occur, and the red or the orange bell I think means if at least 1 enemy is in the location, the alert is given and the threat increases by 1. So if there's an enemy there, which there will be, because we have to pull 11 and a random, but we do get another story card when we beat this guy. So those symbols on the monsters, we have to make him our priority to beat first. And this one is a rage, so it doubles the shields that it attacks us with. And then mine is back over here. Okay. All I can do is move. But I can move out of there. If I move out of there, it won't hit us. I've got 7 moves. I can go back to 1.
Or you could go 9. Which we haven't gone through yet.
Okay. So I guess I'll go to 9. Scared, a little scared.
Yeah, 9 seems to be.
Ooh, that affects all heroes. That symbol right there. So anytime you go to that location, you will be affected. So you have to pick a random enemy. Oh, and it increased our threat level. So we're going to put this one over here. Moving my token there. And if I have a 5 move, I can go to side B. I got to pick the lock on the gate. And I've got 3. Is that persistence? Yes. I would need a card of 2 moves or more to make it a 5. I can either go to 7 or to area 1. And at the end of this, at the reaction phase, we raise our threat level. Okay, so did we do the monster for that one? That was the threat level, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my turn. Okay, I'm going to go to.
Oh, it's only if there's an enemy, so that's good.
So let me see, 6.
So we saved ourselves by moving off of this location. Those enemies will not attack us. So Anthony needs to move off that location if he doesn't want to get hit by by those monsters.
Maybe I could also obtain 13 with 10. Actually, I should move first. But
They'll hit us for 6.
yeah, I'm gonna move back to 2,
Okay.
and then I'll move to C.
You can either go to 8 or 1. We already have both of those. The 1, we've already opened up all those.
Actually, I'm just gonna stay.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good place because there's no reaction phase event. And actually, we got off lucky. This reaction phase is only, you increase the threat level if there's an enemy there. There's no enemies, so we got lucky. We're not on these locations, so nothing happens. All we have to deal with is our threat level. So we go down 4.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And we do have to pick a random enemy.
I would put it on 1.
We have to put it where we are.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, then.
I'll put it here.
Oh, you have attack cards.
Actually, no, that would be silly. Because that one raises our threat level if there's a monster there. I don't have any cards right now.
Okay.
So we draw 3 cards. Oh, we also have to go 1 down for his poison.
Okay, I'm putting this one in the reserves. And I'm getting rid of this one. So, we're at 3.
Let me see where I can go. 7. Okay, I need to pick that lock. So, here's 3. I only need 2 movement. So I'm going to turn this over to side B. So what came up was I have to pick a random monster, and it affects all heroes. Every time you enter, you have to pick a random monster. And it allows us to go to 5B, 7, or 1 for the locations. So, I'm going to hit that monster and kill it.
All right.
Did I get anything for it?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to kill this monster. And so I'm hitting it for 6. And kill it. And I get another one of those token things.
Nice. So he can actually purchase this card if he'd like and put it in his hand.
Yeah, I am.
For 3 tokens.
Okay. It goes to my hand right now, this card.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I can move. Let's see.
There.
So I can go to 5. We've not opened that one yet. It's 5B, but we haven't opened it, so we have to go to side A first. And, oh, it gives us a story card for the first entrant. So story card 7. And if I pick the lock, I get another story card. That's actually a pretty good one. Okay, so, as the deadly trap begins to close on you, ethereal creatures spring from the walls. Their mournful wail creates a dizzying clamor that makes your head spin for the master. So we have to pull out monsters 3, 4, and 5 for this location. Maybe I was wrong. It's not a good location. So you gain a token for defeating each of them, but...
Right there. But they also follow you.
Yes. So I could make myself invisible, but I think I discarded that anyway. So they're all at 6 combat level. Ooh, we do want to do that. Because that gets us story card 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it costs 7 persistence. I would just need hopefully I get a card that allows me to move for 4. Did we do the reaction? We didn't do reaction. Did you discard all your cards?
I kept 2.
You can't keep
Oh, yeah,
any.
I forget. Yeah. Wait, I got...
You gotta put them in your reserve or...
Yeah.
Okay, so we go down 1 for his poison, 2 and 2 for these. Do a random monster. I'm gonna put it here, okay? Then those all attack us for 1 each, so that's 3, 4. So we go down 4. Wow. We're now down, we can only draw 2 cards. That's going to make it even harder. And I think I got everything right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, we have to do the things on the bottom of this card. We have to add an hourglass. And we go down, from here on out, 3 vitae for each hourglass. So, starting next time if I'm still on there. Okay, so hopefully I get a movement card. I did, yes. Okay, I'm going to do the script and get story card 6. The heavy grate won't budge. It is locked with a complex mechanism, but your lockpicking skills provide you with an escape. So I go to 5B and I discard this card. So I have to turn it over. Everything transfers.
Oh, man, let's show it.
But at least it makes it to where we don't lose the health for the reaction event. I'm going to put these over here. And it has no entrance effect. Pretty much I can move to 9 if I want. Which I think I will, but they'll follow me though. Yeah, all of this follow me.
Too bad you don't have a teleport you can put to...
No, I don't have any of that. And all I have is movement cards.
Alright.
So, do you think I should move? If I move, then I can move here and they won't follow me.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me plan my moves. So this one goes to 7. There's 2 monsters there. This one goes back to 5B. Oh, I would lose them and go back. Right?
They follow you everywhere.
No. Oh, yeah, because that's not green. This one, I wouldn't have enough. I wouldn't have enough to move here. That's the problem. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna attack this guy.
So I guess
Kill him.
I'll stay there, and I'm just going to put these in reserve.
And let's see, what else do I have? And I'm just gonna stay. All right.
Oh, do you have 3 in your reserve?
Yeah.
Okay, so we lose 1 for his poison. I don't have any reaction events on either of our cards. We're hit for 3 for those monsters. We're hit for 4 for this. And we have to draw a random card, which I'm going to put on Anthony because I already have 3 that I need to kill. Okay, so we only get 2 cards.
Ooh.
Ooh, at least they're combat cards.
Same thing with me.
I can't kill all of them though.
All right, I'm gonna kill this one. So it's dead. I'm gonna put this one in reserve.
You can't if you're pulling one out of reserve. You gotta discard it.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
I know.
All right.
So you're not pulling any out of reserve? Oh yeah, those don't help you, do they?
I'm just gonna be invisible.
Okay, you gotta discard that one. He's doing his invisibility, so he switches. So now he can move freely without being affected. I'm going to kill at least one of those.
Which one?
Doesn't matter, they're all the same. So I get a hero token for killing it. Let's see what I have here. I can't kill it, so I'm just going to have to discard it because there's no way to put any damage on it. It's not enough. Okay, so we don't have any action events on these locations, but the monsters do hit us for 2. These hit us for 4. His poison hits us for 1. We're going to be dead when this reaches here. So we've got to find that main goal before that reaches there. So hopefully we can do it. We only get 2 cards. I can kill another one. So I get another token. If I move for 3, it will follow me.
But it doesn't matter. You'll open. Oh, you'll go up to 9. Yeah. It doesn't benefit any which way.
So I'm just going to discard this.
Okay, I'm going to go to 8.
Okay.
Actually, no. No, 8, we're dead quicker. So I could go 1, 2, 7, 4. Actually, I'm staying where I'm.
4 is a new one.
No, I was just
okay.
mentioning there's 4 there. All right, so I'm just going to discard and then put this one in my reserves.
Okay, so we're hit 1 for the monster that's on my location. 4 here, right? And then we pull a random monster. Did we pull a random monster last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you can put that on me.
You sure?
Yeah, I got enough
okay.
here in my reserves.
That one's a rage one. And we go down 1 for his poison. So we only have a couple more turns where we can find that main goal or we've lost.
Yeah, I think that's all on you because I'm kind of
Okay, I need to reshuffle my deck. I only have 1 card. I need to draw 2.
Yeah, I never reshuffle mine too.
Having only 2 cards makes it really hard. At least I can beat that thing finally. I'm going to go ahead and kill him.
I'm going to switch this one.
Get my 3rd token so I can actually buy.
I'm going to use my cards to beat this one. And so I get another one of those little tokens.
You can also use these tokens, I think it's 2 of them, to purchase the top card of your draw pile, which I think I might do in this instance. Let me see if it's 2. I think it's 2, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2. I remember.
Because you can either buy those cards to upgrade your deck, but since we're only playing the prologue and we're not going on to a next chapter, for me, in this instance, I think it'd be more beneficial to use it to draw the next card. 2 of them. And you can also use them to buy potions in the actual game. We don't have potions in this game, so you could see there's a lot more to the actual game. So I'm going to try my luck. Ooh, I can be invisible. That's awesome. I'll put it here. Because you get +2 for each combat action when you're invisible. So I'm going to switch out to my invisible one. And
I already did all my actions, so.
I'm just going to discard this. So we don't have any reactive, no monsters, luckily. So we go down 4, +1 for his poison. We draw a random monster.
You could buy on me.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure I have enough of one of my reserves to kill it.
Oh, actually, no, mine are all movements.
See?
Okay, so draw 2 cards. Did you draw your 2 cards already? We have to find it this turn or we're dead.
And I'm removing this one, grabbing my reserve. And I'm killing this monster. So it's all on you.
And I'm going to move to here.
Oh, I'm going to spend 2 of these to pick my top card, which
Means
didn't
a random monster comes out.
Which didn't help me.
Increased our threat level, which doesn't really matter at this point. I'm going to discard this card and I can move 6. Oh, I don't want to go to 7. Do any of those help?
I don't think any of them help.
It's like we're going in circles.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you need to go to 8 to get that next story card.
Yeah, but you told me to get out of it when I had the chance to get it.
Yeah, we messed up.
All right, you need to pick.
Well, I can't move.
Well.
Hush, baby. 7 gets me.
No.
Hush, baby. No.
No.
Okay, so I just moved there because we're dead anyway.
Yeah.
And I've used all my cards. Shh. Hush, baby. Sorry for our little pup. He doesn't like the partying.
Right.
Okay. So now I do have monsters. So we were going to die anyway, so it honestly doesn't matter. So there's 6. We go down another 4. So we reached the end. So
yeah.
We died. But you can see this. I can totally see how the actual game will be really fun, and because it has more to it. It has potions and
more cards, more.
Yeah, you have actually 12 of the hero cards in the actual game, so there's a lot more of everything. More portals, so it would be a lot easier, I feel, to move around. Plus, you have up to 4 players, so it would just be. I can see how it would be way better with all those elements. But again, this is just the prototype, just to kind of give you a taste of what the game is like. So I know we love their Splendor as the game. It's just from the developer of Splendor, and we love that game.
Yeah, that's one of our top games.
Yeah, so we bought that game, and we played it so many times. So we're not good at co-op games, I'm just going to say.
Although last time we did almost win.
I know, but we never win the co-op games. But that's another good thing about the actual game is you don't have to, like, if this was the actual game, we actually would have been able to move through.
Yeah, progress.
Yeah, because we met one of the goals, but we just couldn't get to that main goal before time ran out on us. So I feel the actual game is a little bit more forgiving. But definitely check it out. We'll put the link in the description. Their Kickstarter starts next week, which is...
Yeah, I'll put the link for the Kickstarter so you can follow, and it'll notify you by email on when it starts and when it goes live and everything. So...
Yeah, this is a fun game. Definitely, if you like this type of the co-op games that are story-driven, it's definitely a good game. And like I said, their last game was a hit. Splendor was really good. So I look forward to seeing the actual game when it comes out. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
So thank you for watching. Sorry we didn't get to reveal the event cards. I want to show them one.
Yeah.
We did get the event card last time. And what that does is when you... It's not instant. It's basically, it's got the colored monsters. So red, it means you pull out 3, like when you get these first entrant monsters that are red, you're pulling out 3 additional on top of the one you normally pull out. The blue, which are the monsters that, on the B side, you pull out an additional 3. And then on the reaction event, that's the orange ones, you pull out an additional 1 monster. So that basically affects the game from there on out. We did get to event 1 last time. We did not get to event 2. All enemies lose the priority target ability. So that would be kind of nice to have.
Yeah.
So definitely check this game out, and if you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to seeing you next time.